Hey everybody, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming. So, real quick, there's going to be at least 2 reviews today. So, I have been playing the new Digimon World game, Next Order. And I wanted to give a review on it because I've put a lot of hours so far into it. So, just wanted to give what I think. So, here's the thing. With this is almost a direct sequel to the original PS1 classic Digimon World. Where they changed it up is allowing you to control 2 Digimon at one time. Now, there are good things and bad things about this game's design. But overall, the story is in this one. We'll start with the story. The story is in this one that, you're a trainer brought into the digital world to help save it from machine Dramons that are running around. Multiple ones. You do this by bringing back allies to the city and making your allies stronger. Very basic, but it works for the premise that it needs. I'm gonna give the story a 3 out of 5. It's nothing to blow you out of the water as far as an RPG goes, but it gets the job done. Now, on to gameplay. So, in this one, unlike the last game, which was a turn-based RPG, this one is an action-based simulator, I guess you would say. It has action, but really you're just issuing base orders and the Digimon do all the work based pretty much on how they're feeling. It's a weird battle system that anybody who's a fan of the original Digimon world will recognize. Where it doesn't work out well is that you have no control, literally. It literally kills any momentum, you know. I want to say it's a good combat system, but it truly is not. It's not good at all. It functions, it's just not all that fun. Also, just like the original Digimon world, you train your Digimon in the gym and make it stronger, and then it'll Digivolve. The problem I have with this over the last Digimon game is there were very select parameters that force the Digimon evolution one way or another. When you talk about Cyber Sleuth, in this game they doubled those parameters and screwing up on one. Just one can get you a Digimon you don't want as opposed to one you did want. Like, I wanted Golden Vidramon. I raised Vmon's health a little bit too high, about 20 points or so, and he digivolved into Mirrormon when I let them rest. I don't like the RNG aspect of this game. I think the RNG aspect is totally freaking broken here. And I don't like it. Another thing is collecting materials. Now, some of these, like health items, stuff like that, food, those are stuff that you're going to use. But they seem to throw in a bunch of randomized crap you're never going to use. Like, you stop and dig up copper, but there's really, like, no use for the copper. And it's just really throws me for a loop. Overall, the systems in this game do work, but they don't work all that well. And unfortunately for that, I have to give the combat system and the overall gameplay system a 2 out of 5. It's something that works, but doesn't work well. Now, graphics This game looks amazing. It's bright, vibrant. They went with a good anime style. I love how the Digimon look like 3D versions of themselves from the shows. I don't know why they curvaged along the ass of the female character, as you can see. It kind of makes me want to go and switch my choice back to a male character. But it's not so distracting that it just totally takes 100% away from everything. It's not like I can't get past it. Graphics, I'm going to give a 4 out of 5. The graphics are good, but, you know, if you've played any other game this year, if you played Resident Evil 7, the graphics in that are better. If you played, you know, the 0.2 Final Mix game on Kingdom Hearts stuff, that works better. There are games that quite literally do work better as far as graphics go. But they're nothing to sneeze at either. They're not bad by any sense of the word. They're not bad. Yeah, I guess I won't be going to her right now. She's supposed to be teaching me about X evolutions, but yeah, I just noticed those guys and I'm not risking it. So, let's go on to audio. The audio is good in this game. They wanted to make it sound as much like the original Digimon world as they possibly could. And I'll say it, they succeeded in spades there. It sounds like the original Digimon world. Better music. The music is amazing. And better cries overall. You know, the Digimon cries are always what makes a certain aspect of this game. Overall, I like the audio. It's not anything that's gonna blow you away. It's not, you know, being directed by, you know, the musical director behind Final Fantasy 15, but it's a good audio mix. So that being said, I really do like the audio in this, and that's another 4 out of 5 for me. So there is multiplayer, which I break into its own category. It's really weird multiplayer. It's a Coliseum type thing, but the way it works is it doesn't let you take direct control, so it's not fun. I'm gonna have to give multiplayer, unfortunately, a 2 out of 5. They did think it through. Overall, for me, Digimon World Next Order gets a 3 out of 5. It's a hard thing. I want to give it a 2. I want to give it a 2 or a 2.5. But something keeps yanking me back. And that's at least a sign of an average game, not a bad game. As much as I hate some of the functions in this game, it keeps pulling me back, and I don't understand why. And you know what? That's a sign of at least an average game. A bad game's not going to keep pulling you back. An average game will. A great game definitely will. This game is average. It's not horrible. There have been worse Digimon games. Digimon World 4 for the PS2, for an example. Digimon Dusk and Dawn for the DS. Those are examples of horrible Digimon games. But in my opinion, this game just doesn't have staying power like Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth did. Bandai, I'm going to say, please go back to the Digimon Story system. The turn-based RPGs system is fun. The overall Digi-Evolution stuff is fun because you get more of a choice there. It's not as randomized RNG as this is. And the story is fun. But I'm going to give Digimon World Next Order a 3 out of 5 with a discounted buy seal. If you can pick this up for $30, $20, absolutely, it's a blast to play as far as in that price range. This should have never been a $60 game or even a $50 game. I got it at my job for $50 before my discount. It should have never been that price. This is a $20 to $30 game maximum. And Bandai, I don't mind you bringing more of these over, but this style, the Digimon World original style, needs to be treated what it is. It's not a full price game. Digimon Story, I had no problem paying full price for that. I kind of hate myself for paying almost full price for this. It's fun, but it's not full price fun. Also, why this? Out of everything that's recently come out on the Vita that you've transferred to PS4, you had a Digimon World game based off the original TV series. I would have preferred that. I would have loved to run around as Tai. But we'll be back in a little while with a review for Resident Evil 7. And if I can get Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance out tonight, we'll get that out. Thursday will definitely be Yakuza, though. Thursday will definitely be Yakuza. Yakuza 0. So, until next time, this is Omega Zone Gaming, and I am out.